Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jess, and this is Roll for Movie Podcast. I'm here with my best friend and co host, Brian.
Hello.
And this is a podcast where each week we take dice and roll for a new movie to watch on a list of cult classics we made with the help of the internet. We have 12 genres and a ton of nostalgia to get through. Here's the catch. I have not seen most of these movies, while B has seen almost all of them. So please join us while we compare his nostalgia and my surprise and several other opinions on this journey through hundreds of the internet's favorite movies. Okay, guys, this is our first episode, so the order of things is going to be a little out of order. B and I already rolled for our first movie. And what that means is we took a 12-sided dice, a D12, and we rolled that and landed on number 9, which gives us a genre of fantasy. Once we have our genre, we take a 10-sided dice and roll that, which gives us the number on the list that we watch. So for this, we rolled a 9, meaning fantasy, and then we rolled a number 7, which gave us the internet's number 7 highest ranked fantasy movie, The Princess Bride. Now, I'd like to start by B and I sharing a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of thoughts about this movie. B, have you seen The Princess Bride before?
Multiple times. It's one of my older sister's favorite book-wise and movie-wise.
Okay, because when we rolled, my instant reaction was like kind of dead because I've never seen this. Let's just be clear. I've never seen this movie. And you got genuinely excited. Like the hype was there for you.
It's a good movie. It's quite funny. It has a lot of good humor just really good. Like the script is solid. The acting is fantastic. Like it's just an all-around good movie.
So for me, it's one of those movies where if it comes up, which it doesn't actually come up in day-to-day life very often, people are like, wait, you've never seen this movie? And my reaction is like, nope, never seen it. And most people just kind of leave it at like, it's a good movie, you should check it out. But nobody's ever like, oh my God, it has this actor, or oh my God, it has this part. But today, actually, before we started it, you said some things. Do you want to talk about what your opinions are on that?
Well, I mean, we're speaking on the actors though. Like this movie is older than both of us
It's fair.
by
It's fair.
a great many years. Well, 3 for me.
Yeah, but
But
your response was like kind of about quotes from this movie and about how this is kind of,
the one of the most quoted movies of all time.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
which literally I wrote down in my notes. No one ever really says they say this line, or like that was one of my notes before we talked about it.
I mean, if you hear somebody say "inconceivable," you know where it came from.
Inconceivable. I started just guessing when dude was gonna say that at one point.
Also, that one part of the movie where Montoya tells the guy, "I don't think you know what that word means. It's not. It's a meme."
Oh, it
Apparently.
is?
Yeah.
Okay. So probably a meme
I
I've
don't
seen
think
in,
that word means what you think it means. Where he says that.
yeah, it's probably a meme I've seen and just didn't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from this movie.
Okay. So any other thoughts you had before watching it?
Let's see. I looked up some fun facts.
So like some fun facts for us to, some spoiler-free ones.
Spoiler-free fun facts.
Okay. Let us know, guys, if you've watched it, when you watched it, if this is like a movie you're like, oh my gosh, I saw that when I was a kid, or I've watched it a million times. I also, want us to learn about the rewatchability of movies. Part of the things I want to build here is our own version of a top 10 list for each of these genres. Obviously, we only have one movie, so I'm just going to go ahead and rank it now as number 1 of all the movies we've watched. But as we go, I do want to take the internet's list and make it our own and kind of tell the internet what it did wrong and how it could do better. Okay, B, do you have those fun facts ready for us to go through?
I do. These are quite interesting. First, one of the actors was guest speaking at Oxford University. I'm assuming it's the inconceivable guy.
Yeah, or it could, I mean, I guess my first thought was Wesley because he has the British accent and Oxford isn't that a British university? Nope.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the oldest university in the world.
Perfect.
Second fun fact, the screenplay was written by the original author of the book. You can tell because,
I do want to like read the book, like
yeah,
you had mentioned, because I think that the parts with the little kid and the grandpa are those in the book, or are those specifically for the film?
I have some hot, like when we get to the hot take segment, I have some things
Okay,
that are
okay, okay,
interesting that I remember from what my sister told me about the books.
okay, cool.
What I There was a actual giant on set, Andre the Giant. Dude was huge.
Also a wrestler for our wrestler fans out there.
Yep. And then the film wasn't a big hit at first,
Really?
which is surprising to me because as far as I've known, this movie has been
Do you think it was like speaks to the I wonder if it was like Star Wars and Indiana Jones and all of that was coming out right then?
1987. I'm pretty sure one of the Star Wars movies came out around that time.
Yeah, I mean, I just could speak to like the time and place of the culture of
May have
there
been
were
more of a
so many,
sci-fi. Yeah,
yeah, there were so many big hits. Okay, is that your fun facts for today?
that's those are my fun facts.
Okay, so now I'd like to give it my best quick summary of what we just watched, which, boy, that was a journey, both for them and for us, I would say.
I was gonna say a literal journey.
Yeah. So it kicks off on a quaint little farm and starts a love story with, not to jump ahead to my fire starters, but possibly one of the best pickup lines I've seen in my lifetime of, "Can you grab that pitcher for me?" That's right next to her head.
It's a true love story.
True love story. I'm sorry about that. The pitcher is included. And then quickly, Wesley tells us he has to leave to prepare his life to become a better man, to prepare for marriage.
You forgot another one of the pickup lines though.
Which one?
The "As You Wish."
As you wish. That's his line to her. But, you know,
It
I
worked.
got to throw some respect out to my fellow
Yeah,
women
I was
and
taking
their
notes.
pickup lines.
"As You Wish." Apparently, it works.
So Wesley quickly leaves, and it's shared with us through the grandfather that his ship has crashed and he has died. And we find Buttercup, our princess to be, in depression. And next time we see her, she is announced as the princess bride, soon to marry the prince.
Prince Fuckface.
No, Prince Buckface, aka come. Oh no, what's his actual name?
Oh God,
Okay, we'll go with Fuckface for now.
Prince
Sorry,
Fuckface.
any children wanting to listen.
They've
He
heard worse.
quickly we see her escaping the kingdom to go off and ride her horse and think about her beloved pitcher wielding Wesley out in the woods, and she is kidnapped by a giant and his two companions.
Did you catch what Andre did to kidnap her? He did the.
The thump.
Oh, you don't like Star Trek?
It's not that I don't
It's a
like.
Vulcan. It's the Vulcan clutch. It's okay.
It's not that I don't like Star Trek. It's just added to the list of things I haven't seen for the viewers to be upset with me about in the future.
Raised on everything but television and
Raised
movies.
on everything, but we'll get into that. So she's kidnapped. They hop on the ship. She finds a time to escape and jumps into the sea of eels who make a horrible sound. I actually turned the volume down during that scene. Sorry, but that was rough.
The whaling eels.
Oh, is that it was more screechy to me, but wailing eels. They realize somebody is following them. They speed off to the Cliffs of Insanity, I believe, where Andre is the first hero of the movie and climbs up the wall carrying all of them. There is a sword fight
While being yelled at. He was being yelled at the whole time.
right directly in his face, which some personal trainers thrive in that exact life.
Seemed like his feelings were getting hurt.
He's fine. He has a lot of feelings for a giant. So I would like to come back to a couple of these scenes, but I'm just going to zoom through them for the summary sakes. There's a sword fight, followed by a fight between the giant and a masked man. The masked man prevails in both fights, followed by a war of wits, for lack of a better way to put that.
A battle of wits.
Battle of wits. I like war of wits a little bit more because, it's like chess. Little chessy.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But they called it a battle of wits in the movie, so you're wrong.
Okay. My first start the tally marks now, listeners. I am my first mistake. There will be many. Which is also won by the masked man who whisks off our princess to be, and they get into an argument which ends in a tumble down a hill where Brian's favorite line is restated.
As you wish.
Yeah, I that there had to be a better way to realize who each other were, but that's how we did it.
I had a
They
hot take at that moment, though.
Okay,
Chris.
but let's come back. Let's come back to them
Okay,
because
okay.
I've already had several I've skipped. So let's come back to them. So they then see the prince on horses with his men catching up to them. So they dive through the woods. I forget what that area is called, but
The fire swamp.
the fire swamp, not the woods, not even the woods at all. Although the trees and how lovely they are is quickly mentioned.
Very viney.
Very viney. That'd be a fun fact. Like, what were those vines made out of to make it so easy for him to whoosh through them? It,
I noticed that too. Like, I was like, that's a stabby sword, not a cutty sword.
no, but he was ripping lips. He was
Yeah,
like,
he was.
okay, so he battles through the 3 challenges, which are the fire spurting out of the ground, or the fire spurting up, the quicksand, and Brian.
They giant rats.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to give you a chance to talk about how much you enjoyed that part.
I want one.
Yeah,
I
no.
already figured out what I'd call it. Squaggles.
Squaggles the giant rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we bathe it at least? Or
I don't think they like to be bathed, and I'm not getting bit by a giant rat.
we'll come back to that. They are successful through the swamp and come out to the other end just to be disappointed and find the prince who threatens Wesley's life. Wesley then is, standing his ground, standing up for his lady and their pitcher.
And this bitch just
Yeah,
gives up.
no, she doesn't give up. She tells him, "I can't watch you die again, so I will give myself to this man to let you live."
It's not a better choice.
Yeah, love's stupid.
Love is stupid. I think we could all agree on that.
So, they whisk off a Buttercup with the prince and take our hero Wesley to the Pit of Sorrows, which was a lovely place that we are planning our next vacation to, actually.
You are on your own.
So next we meet the torturer, the albino, the hero himself. Yeah,
I love that part.
we're gonna start calling B the albino.
Nah, well,
He begins to torture Wesley while our princess makes a deal with the prince saying, if Wesley rescues me before the wedding, let me go with him. If not, I will marry you to Mr. Fuckface and
it's not Mr. Fuckface.
Prince Fuckface.
Prince Fuckface.
My apologies.
Give him his great title.
I hope he doesn't listen. He might be bummed out that I said Mr. instead of Prince. And then
You'll be in the pits of sorrow.
And then we see some back and forth before Indigo comes back to the picture. He's slightly intoxicated, but rescued by our family giant.
I can't remember his name. It starts with an F. Oh
Yeah.
God, I know it.
Fistic? Something like that. You look that up while I keep going. They join together and bring Wesley back to life, who was killed by Prince Fuckface. They go to a lovely Fezzik. Thank you. Thank you for that very polite interruption. They bring him back to life, and with a pill covered in chocolate, they then breach the
The
castle.
chocolate helps the medicine go down.
Yeah, that's like any mom would tell you that. That's just how.
My mom never told me that.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation.
Hello, therapist.
So we then find ourselves at the breach of the castle where they come up with a brilliant plan to scare all of the guards, which is successful. They light our family giant on fire. It was honestly 10 out of 10 plan. Break back into the castle, fight their way through. Indigo gets to say his line many, many times and get his revenge. We see the prince and Wesley reunited. Wesley still can't move his arms. Then Wesley and the princess, or sorry, not the prince, the princess, they tie up the prince, Prince Fuckface, and they escape the castle on some beautiful white horses that
Fezzik.
Fezzik have.
Fezzik.
Fezzik. All right, our friendly neighborhood giant has rescued some horses, and they jump out the window and ride off into not the sunset, but like the moonlight. The sun's already set.
You forgot one important thing.
Okay.
The As You Wish guy that I can't remember his name of because I'm just
Wesley.
yeah, Wesley. He's actually the Dread Pirate Roberts. You never mentioned that.
I did not. You're right. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. And
he
that
took
is
over.
what the plan they use to break into the castle.
Yeah. So Andre the Giant's going, "This is the Dread Pirate Roberts. I've come for your souls."
Honestly, I kind of purposely skipped that just so we could hear you quote it.
It's fair. I mean, it was a good quote.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my summary, which was very detailed and accurate, and nobody could argue with that. I can't imagine anybody's.
What? Who would do that?
I'd like to take off the nostalgia goggles for a minute and talk about our fresh opinions, my first time viewer opinions. You a little bit can speak to what you remember versus watching it now be. Let's start with that. Like, you were so excited to watch this. What did you think now in 2026?
It's exactly I remember it. Just a great movie. Just it's just fun to refresh your memory of a movie like this.
Anything that you forgot about or
No,
no? You
I've
remember?
seen this movie so many times. I pretty much know the line, but I don't know the names of the people apparently because I can't remember them. They have weird names.
They do have weird names. I actually, you know how I learned a couple of them was the credits. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
that's a good
that's his
idea.
name. Yeah. Well, this was my first viewing of it, and going into it, I had low expectations, not to be rude. I'm sorry for all you Princess Bride lovers. Had almost zero to base it off of, and now, honestly, loved it. 10 I don't want to say 10 out of 10. I don't want to start that high, but like,
Solid 9.
yeah, we're looking at 8.59. I laughed out loud. I wasn't necessarily like surprised by anything, but even though I knew kind of what the next twist was going to be, I was still like enjoyed the revealing of it. Like, I maybe wouldn't have made all the same decisions they made.
The thing about this movie though is like it feels short, but it's actually quite long.
Well, maybe it feels short for you because you've seen it so many times, but I was like, there was a point in the movie where I was like, okay, we're nearing the end. And
Oh,
then,
I thought it went by really fast. I'm like, man, this is shorter than I remember. Then I looked at the time and it was like an hour and 10 minutes in. I'm like, holy crap.
well, there was a point they like switched back to Grandpa reading it, and I specifically looked at his book, and
Oh yeah, I kept looking at the book too.
he was only like halfway through the pages, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. I wasn't mad. I was just like, we're on this journey for a while. Okay.
It's a pretty long movie. I think it's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. I do though I think that we don't need to talk a lot about the nostalgia. We've already mentioned it as we've gone. So I'd like to jump into our fire starters, which, as this is the first episode, this is kind of our bold, spicy, hopefully controversial opinions about the movie. Our hot takes are just, things we saw and we're like, let's talk about this. Let's, bring this up. Do you want to go with your first one first or maybe?
I'll go first. I was wondering if the actors in the fencing scene where Wesley and Montoya fight, I was like, was that the actors fencing or was that stunt doubles? I did look it up.
Oh, you did?
I did because I was curious.
All right, but hold on. Before you tell us the result, I think it was the actors, is my guess. What was your guess before you looked it up?
I guess stunt doubles.
Okay, what is our answer?
It was the actors.
It was the actors.
Yeah.
Good for them. That's
Right?
fucking awesome.
I thought that was cool. They both learned the skill.
That's
And they're
so
both
sick.
pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some Olympians in 1987 out of this. Okay, I'll go with one. Similar scene right before the sword fighting scene. They were climbing the rope, and it gets mentioned a lot that the masked man, who turns out to be Wesley, had almost caught them. And my opinion is it would not really have been beneficial for Wesley to catch up to them. What was Wesley gonna do underneath this giant on the rope had he caught him?
You know, I think that would have ruined the whole story.
Yeah. Like it would have been there was no benefit. Like even he would have caught him and like waited in line.
I mean, he beat them one-on-one, but could he have taken them all at once?
Right.
I don't know.
I think honestly it worked out better
Oh,
for
yeah.
him that he didn't catch them.
I think that's, yeah.
Okay, I have a couple more. Do you have another one?
I have one more. Well,
Okay.
I have a couple more, but
Okay, then I'll do
This is
I'll
the
do
one
one real quick before you do yours
Okay.
because I have several. While I was watching that same scene of him climbing the rope, and they did the first like look down at him from the top, and he looked up at the camera, I immediately was like, "Oh my God, this is where Zorro got his costume from. This is where
they
it
are
came
very
from."
similar, just no mask. Or, no, I mean, sorry, no hat. He doesn't have the cowboy hat,
Yeah,
but definitely mask.
Zorro
Esque.
watched this movie before he
He's like,
lived his life.
oh.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so my thing is that when Wesley dressed as Dread Pirate Roberts and the princess were talking, she was talking about how she knows him by the color of his eyes. Like, oh, my love has the color of his eyes. The guy's eyes were fully there. She could see him. That's like a plot hole that they didn't cover.
Huge plot hole because that was like her
They're
one
looking
thing.
right
Yeah.
at each other.
It's the only thing showing other than his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the plot hole too, but thank you for mentioning it. That was awesome.
Wait, I got one more thing.
I have like 4 more, so let me do 2.
Well, I have
quick.
multiple more,
Okay.
but this is like right after that.
Okay.
They go into a place called the Fire Swamp, and he talks about how safe it is.
I think that's just like how his mindset works, though.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm just like,
I would rather be fighting the elements than dealing with politics. Like, which
same.
I kind of support
Yeah.
him on it. Yeah.
I mean, I was like, it's an oxymoron, but that was just kind of pointing out the obvious.
Yeah. I love that though. Like
Yeah.
he's just like, this is my safe place.
Let's go. Everything's trying to kill us. Hello, Australians.
Not Australia. It's all criminals. According to the movie, don't come for me, Australia. Okay, so I don't really know where to go next, but since you brought up the fire swamp, I'll go here. The 80s loved quicksand. The quicksand lived for the 80s.
Like a really big thing, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not so much in movies nowadays, but it was. Like, I remember, I thought when I was a kid that I would be running into way more quicksand than I have.
No, but if you think about it, like the 80s loved quicksand, which means us growing up in the 90s were taught lessons about it.
That's what I'm saying.
We were
like,
prepared.
from all the movies I've seen, I've expected to run into way more quicksand than I have, and I haven't ran into any. So
no, I've been looking around our apartment just in case, but I haven't seen any yet. So
there's some iffy places.
there's time. There's time. Also, speaking of life safe lessons with quicksand, at the end of the movie when they give him the pill to bring him back to life, chocolate covered pill, or I don't know if it's a pill, but
they called it a miracle pill.
Sorry, miracle pill. They tell him to wait.
Viagra. Sorry.
It's a different pill. They tell him to wait. You hold on. Let's pause for 1 second. Audience, you cover your Viagra in chocolate.
No.
Just
No.
checking.
I said miracle pill, and
Yeah. Okay. We'll come back to that.
I don't take Viagra.
Cover your children's ears.
Oh God.
Their advice for Wesley, well, his friends, to tell him when he wakes up is to wait 1 hour before he goes swimming. And I just want to point out that the man cannot high five. He cannot he can't even move his neck for much longer than an hour. So who's fucking swimming at that point?
My hot take at this point was, why the fuck did they wait?
What do you mean wait?
They waited. They gave him the pill.
Oh,
at the gate. Why didn't they give it to him in the place?
Because
in the doctor's office.
it would have.
Which the doctor was hilarious.
Honestly, it would have taken out so many plot like the last 20, 30 minutes of that movie were just him not being able to move limbs.
I mean, he definitely tricked the Prince fuckface.
Yeah, I just think we should work on our warnings for that medication. Like, it needs to be a little bit longer than an hour before we go swimming.
I'm like 24 at least.
The government has not approved.
I don't know. He rode a horse after.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
harder to ride a horse or swim?
that had to be more than an hour, dude. They breached a whole ass castle, and they had a whole make-out scene.
It's true, she did. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he just got to be the pillow queen and lay there for a minute. Sorry. Okay. Do you have another one? I have two more.
Let me see here. I wrote down. Oh, I am 90% sure Lord Farquaad from
Lord
Farquaad
Farquaad. Yeah.
from Shrek is based off the prince.
Oh my God, he's just shorter.
Yeah,
Love that for him.
yeah. I was like, I'm seeing the similarities. I bet the Shrek writers took some.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so impressed right now. Like so many movie actually points. You can list a couple.
Uh-huh. I bet a lot
Wow.
of movies from later in our childhood took reference from
Yeah,
this
they
movie.
just combined Fessick and the princess.
I also thought the kid was annoying. Like a
Oh,
whiny kid.
I
And
think you just didn't like him because he was a Bears fan.
I mean, I did say
But did you notice above his bed was like comic books and Cheetos? That's like
I
you still.
but I wrote, let me tell you what I wrote down. I
Okay,
put
sorry.
kid was annoying, could be used as birth control.
But they're also advertising chocolate Viagra, so this movie is throwing contradictions.
I mean, you could have Viagra without the children.
It's fair. It's fair. Yes.
Oh,
Fair.
I did have one more hot take to tell you. I remember in the fight with Montoya and the six-fingered man.
Yes.
You know when he gets stabbed with the knife, like he throws the dagger at him and
Uh,
so
when Indigo gets hit?
yeah.
Okay.
So in the book, in the fight, he's holding in his intestines.
Oh.
And it goes into explicit detail. I remember that particularly from my sister telling me that. Shout out Brandy.
That changes that whole scene for me,
Yeah,
honestly.
he's holding his intestines fighting this guy.
It makes him such a bad. And then he jumps out a window and lands on a horse. No, he
Holding
doesn't
his-
land on the horse, but he lands in the giant's arms.
Can you imagine laying on the prince did that. I don't think he had any balls.
Wait, what?
Remember when he jumps off the rock and lands on the
Oh.
horse? We're both like, oh, that had to hurt.
Yeah.
But now knowing
Lord Farquaad did not have balls.
he did not have balls.
Okay, I got two more, and I saved them. I want to do them last. So do you have any more?
Nope, that was my last one.
Okay. So, going back to the sword fight at top of the cliffs, the best plot. Oh no. Yeah, the best plot twist of the entire movie is the double left-handed reveal.
Yes.
That was number. I didn't see it coming.
Well, I mean, I saw Ego, whatever his, I can't remember his fucking
Indigo.
name. Indigo. I saw his coming because he was talking to the Sicilian guy about it. He's like, should I fight left-handed? Because if I fight right-handed, it's going to end too soon.
Oh.
But I didn't see. Well, I saw it now, but back then I was
Original
like,
time.
oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
You know.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
When
drop
he's
the
like,
mics. They're
I am
expensive.
also not left-handed. Like that.
Best plot twist of the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then on that same point, my final fire starter is the true love story of the entire film is between Indigo and Wesley and their love for sword fighting and the giant and his love for rhyming. Those are the most important love stories in the whole movie.
Those were the actual points of the whole movie. I agree.
Yeah, they're way better than because like let's be honest.
She's kind of a thought.
And they've never even actually hung out. Like, what do they have in common? We don't know. They don't know either. Because they've spent their whole life just being like, we're probably in love. Let's make some more money to be
As you
together.
wish. Fuck love.
Yeah, they don't even have the same hobbies. Yeah, it's not going to work out, man.
No.
Okay, I think this is a perfect time to switch over to bold moves, which is our time to talk about change we would make to the movie. For example, it could be a rewritten ending, a character swap, major plot shift, which I kind of did one for one of my, but I have another one, guys, don't worry. Or just an overhaul. What would you switch up in the movie?
I have two.
Okay, all right.
Which
let's
I
go.
mentioned one. I would have gave him the pill earlier.
Yeah,
That would have solved a lot of the problems.
yeah.
He is the best fighter. It would have made the whole thing easier. But I get for movie sense.
Yeah. Okay, fair. That's a good one.
And then I got one. My last one is kill the fucking prince. They left him.
Yes, they did. And he left him so that he could see them live a happy life.
which is stupid because they're going to get divorced in like a year.
And he's the best tracker in the world, so he's
Yeah.
going to find them.
There's probably a sequel.
Oh,
I don't think there's a sequel, but there should be.
the multiple princess brides.
Wait, he marries multiple.
I don't know. I was just trying to come up with a sequel name.
He
all
moved to
this time.
Utah.
Okay, don't come for us, Utah.
God, Australia and Utah are going to be pissed at this.
It's our first episode. We're trying. Okay, mine is very simple and wouldn't actually change the movie that much, but I almost stopped watching at this point. The albino guy, the torture guy, doesn't need the fucking herpes all over his face. He does not need whatever's happening next to his mouth was unnecessary. And then
I feel like that was a necessity of the movie.
no, and then
the
to
plot.
lean over Wesley for minutes at a time, walk around to the other side of the table to clean his wound. Move. You do not need to share whatever is. There was full mushrooms growing there.
Yeah, but I feel like that was all necessity.
You can make this guy gross in other ways. He could have been sharpening knives and licking the blood, and I would have been like, "That's fine, totally get it."
Yeah, but that's not as gross as what was on his face, which made the scene, which made him like. Also, actually, I still like when he was like, "That bitch stuff that's." That
was great. I loved that. Great character. Take off the herpes. That's it. That's my change. That's my bold move. Okay. Now I'm grossed out, but I think you have some trivia, some fun fact trivia.
Let's see how good of attention you were paying.
I was not.
Trivia question number 1.
Was it before or after the herpes? Because I locked out.
Oh, it was before.
Okay, all right.
Okay. In the fire swamp, the heroes encounter creatures referred to by the acronym ROUS. What does it stand for?
Oh boy.
He says it right after.
Yeah, he does. Rats of unusual size.
You were very close. Very close. I'm impressed. Rodents of unusual size.
I'm taking the point. B.
I don't know if you get the point.
But you called them rats, so it was your fault.
That's fair.
All right.
What was Vizzini's, the Sicilian's, final word before he died?
That's the six-fingered.
No. Vizzini, that's the Sicilian. That's the Battle of Wits guy. What did he yell? Like, what did he say before he died?
Oh, great question. He was annoying as fuck. He was giggling. Does the laugh count? Because he was actively laughing.
No. What did he say before he started laughing?
Ooh, I'm gonna get this wrong, but I'm gonna go with "I am smarter than you."
He did not say that.
I know he didn't.
I believe it was Inconceivable.
Really?
I believe so.
I thought that was too easy.
Yeah.
Damn.
You would think it would be too easy, but you got it wrong.
I'm going with ha ha ha.
Okay. Last question.
Okay.
Fezzik, Andre, says the castle gate is guarded by how many men?
He says 60, but it's only like 30. Or opposite. Is it opposite?
You got it opposite.
He says 30, but it's 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm taking the point.
You get the point on that one.
Yeah.
All right. You did. Okay. Yeah.
I 2 out of 3. Yeah. We'll do a clap. We'll insert a clap there for in the post show. Okay. Thank you, B.
Yep.
Those were good. Okay. So, as I said at the beginning of the show, our whole plan here is to watch a ton of movies that I've never seen that the internet thinks I should watch. So we would like to roll for our next movie, talk a little bit about our thoughts and nostalgia on whatever movie we land on, give a couple fun facts before we watch that movie, and then we're going to end the episode there. And next week we'll come back, or next episode, I think it's going to be 2 weeks. We'll come back and we'll talk about that and we'll start all over. So, B, I would like you to roll the D12 and give us a genre.
10.
10. So, our genre for 10 is sports movies.
Oops.
So, these are considered the internet's favorite top 10 sports movies of all time. So, I'm going to roll a D10 now and that'll give us our next movie. You ready?
Yep. I'm ready.
Okay, I rolled a 6.
Man, you're like the middle ground, huh?
Let's just start it out even keel. So number 6 is Hoosiers, which I believe is a basketball movie. We'll go into our nostalgia and stuff like that in a second. But just so you guys know, that means that the internet considers Hoosiers the 6th best movie of all sports movies of all time. I'm not saying that. B's not saying that, but the internet is telling us that. So we're gonna watch it, and we're gonna come back and talk to you guys about it. B, have you seen Hoosiers?
I have not seen this movie. I have.
What? This is like one of a handful of them that you haven't seen.
There's a few. This is definitely one I have not seen. I've never even heard of this movie.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Okay. So you're just like, let's figure it out as we go.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what it's about. If it's the seventh best movie,
Sixth.
sorry, sixth best movie in sports ever, we'll see.
I believe I'm gonna watch the internet give me some hate on this because I'm totally wrong. I believe it's a basketball movie, and all I can picture is like an '80s style short shorts, dark gym basketball game happening.
I have no expectations. Yeah, I know nothing
Do you
about this
like
one.
sports?
Football.
Football, mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We both actually really like sports. So we are excited to watch a sports movie. If you guys want to send us any opinions on the movie, any thoughts, please do give us a shout out. We're going to put an email in the description. I have a couple spoiler free fun facts that I'd like to share with you guys and share with B before we watch this movie. Number one, B, it is a basketball movie, first of all. Another point for Jess today. It is
You're on fire.
put a cool sound there when you're editing. It's based on a real Indiana basketball story. So a basketball team in Indiana high school in 1954. Number 2, the director wanted real basketball players in it. So the players were cast for their basketball ability first. That's good to know. And then number 3, the actors trained like a real team. They practiced real plays, they did conditioning, they scrimmaged, and it really helped them become or at least look like they became a real team. So when they filmed the sports, it appeared that way. So I love basketball. I grew up on basketball, not movies.
Yeah. Your dad tells stories of your basketball days to this day.
Yeah, I'm trying to get B to start watching basketball with me actually as we speak. Well, that's another story for
Fun
another
fact,
time.
when I was in high school, they would call me Frankenstein because my feet don't move because they're so big and heavy.
That's why we are calling him the albino based off the last movie. So I think this is a good time to end it. B, what did you think of our first episode? Did you have fun?
Yes, and it started with a great movie. I am optimistic about this one, The Hoosiers.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be the best sports movie we've watched so far.
Ah, yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to sharing our basketball opinions with you next time we see you. Have a great day.